I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done, I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country was really good.
Here's JD Vance went on a podcast talking about how Trump did not do anything wrong as it pertains to Epstein, and that maybe some of the attacking isn't the best thing that could be happening right now.
Here's my basic reaction to like all this stuff is look, first of all, absolutely not. Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong with Jeffrey Epstein. Like the guy is, whatever the Democrats and the media says about him, that's totally BS. Here's my basic read on it. First of all, I'm the vice president to President Trump. My loyalties are always going to be with the president. Mm-hmm. And I think that Elon, he's an incredible entrepreneur. He's actually done, I think Doge was really good. This sort of effort to root out waste, fraud, and abuse in our country was really good. And look, man, I'm always going to be loyal to the president, and I hope that eventually Elon kind of comes back into the fold. Maybe that's not possible now because he's gone so nuclear.
Well, his feelings
but I hope it is, man.
His
because
feelings are hurt. Why though? Do you know why?
Yeah, I mean, so look, I think number one, so Elon's new to politics, right? So his businesses are being attacked nonstop. They're literally like firebombing some of his cars. And by the way, we're looking into a lot of this stuff. I mean, some of that stuff we're looking into is an act of terrorism at the Department of Justice, because I think it is an act of terrorism. So I think part of it is this guy got into politics and has suffered a lot for it. But I understand, like, it's a good bill. It's not a perfect bill. Like the process in DC, if you're a business leader, you probably get frustrated with that process because it's more, bureaucratic. It's more slow moving.
Yeah.
So I think there's just some frustrations there. But I really, man, I think it's a huge mistake for him to go after the president like that. And I think that if he and the president are in some blood feud, most importantly, it's going to be bad for the country. But I don't think it's going to be good for Elon either.
I think that's right. And I think that shows you why JD has been such an asset to Trump since day one. I mean, since the day he selected him. And I wanted originally, you remember, I wanted Trump to go with someone like Tulsi because I thought that would widen the thing a little bit more. But Trump went with his instincts, and I think they've turned out to be right. But he is extremely good at explaining these things in very simplistic language, even his body language there, the tone that he's talking about. This is not good for anybody. So yes, does it seem like the crux of this thing is basically that Elon did all of this work for all the cuts? He probably was enjoying the EV stuff too, even though Trump has repeatedly said he was never asked for anything. Elon never asked him for anything as it pertained to subsidies or anything else. Then Elon looks at the bill and he's like, wait a minute. Somehow, after all the cuts, we're doing something called a big, beautiful bill that's going to add to the deficit. Screw this. And then you have two guys that burn kind of hot that are larger than life figures. And then it gets kind of nasty. But as I said, the tweets have been, many of the Elon tweets have been reversed or deleted. And then this is interesting. This is from Autism Capital. And it's a quote of what we just showed you there from JD in the podcast. It says, this is JD. Hopefully Elon figures it out and comes back. The president is a little frustrated, but he's actually been restrained because he doesn't want to be in some blood feud with Elon Musk. I think if Elon chills out a little bit, everything will be fine. And then Elon saw that and he wrote, cool. Okay, so maybe calmer heads will prevail. I know we have a way right now, just because of the nature of the internet, for everyone to pour gasoline on everything. Actually, when I got off the plane and I started looking at X, I immediately saw all of the usual cast of characters. It was the Elon camp trying to destroy the Trump people and then going back the other way. And it was like, man, you guys all loved each other 2 days ago, and now you're all saying the worst things about each other. So I was like, I'm just going to sit out of this one for a moment and let everybody take a breath and see what happens. And it does appear that the breath and the pause hopefully will do some good things. How am I combining all of this to bring this show home? Well, part of all of this is that Elon bought X so that we could get out of the fog. We have been in a massive fog for a long time with a media that has lied to us about everything.